whenever these types of women tells you to release inside them when making love, please, men, be worried. All right, be worried whenever these types of women tells you to release inside them when making love. Number one, a rich woman. Whenever a rich woman tells you to release inside her, 2 or 3 things are involved. It's either she's looking for a sperm donor, not a husband or not a baby father, but a sperm donor. So that sperm is going to be for her benefit. That sperm is going to be for her benefit. She's going to use your sperm and incubate a child. She is going to use your sperm to incubate her child that is not going to be yours. You are not going to see or know the child whereabouts when she put to bed. So whenever a rich woman tells you to release inside her, she wants to, be a mother. She wants to be a mother. Another one is women over 30. These women are desperate to be a mother or to be a wife. Sometimes 2 things are also involved. It's either she wants to trap you down with the pregnancy, or also she just wants to, for the happiness and fun of being a mother. There are people of this era, there are women of this era that want to give birth, not because they want a husband, but because they want children, they want a child. Because a woman has a biological clock. So a woman over 30 can ask you to release inside her. It's either she wants to trap you down, or she just wants to have a child. She wants to secure a child for herself. That is why she tells you to release inside her. Some people will trap you down with the pregnancy so that you can easily marry them or quickly marry them, while others want to, they crave to have a child. All right, whenever a woman over 30 tells you to release inside her, be worried. If you don't want to be a father, don't do it. Don't do it, because you are going to be setting yourself up for early marriage or unexpected marriage. So that is that. When a woman whose husband is dead tells you to release inside her, it's either she wants to get married to you, or it's either she wants to remarry you, or she wants to have an heir for her husband, not you. Because sometimes widows, they don't want to get married again. Some widows, if they have a child, nothing or no reason will warrant them to go and get married again, because with their children they are also fulfilled. So if a widow whose husband didn't give her a child comes to you and tell you to release inside her, guy, she wants to have an heir for her husband, a child that will bear her husband's name, a child that will take care of her in her old age, not you. So, or she wants to get married to you, she wants to remarry you, which is rarely, because sometimes you cannot, it's hard in some cultures, it's hard to bring out a widow from her husband's house, to get married to her, especially if that widow have children. The children will not even allow her to get married again sometimes. So, but if she tells you to release inside her, she wants to have an heir for her husband, someone that will bear her husband's name, someone that will take care of her when she is old, so that her husband's lineage doesn't close. That is during the time, but it can also happen now. That is number 4. 5 is whenever a married woman tells you to release inside her, it's either she have not had a child for her husband and is also trying to have a child for her husband. Her husband, who happens to be alive, not a widow, right? Not a widow in this case, but her husband is still alive. It's either she wants to have a child for her husband because she has found out that her husband is infertile, and she cannot divorce her husband, or you get. So if she comes to you and tells you to release inside her, she also wants to use your sperm to, incubate a child for her husband, to get a child for her husband that will answer her husband's name. Or also she wants to really know or ascertain if she's the problem in the marriage, if she's the problem of the childlessness in the marriage, or if it's the husband that is the problem of the childlessness in the marriage. This is when, the husband and the wife are just dragging about who is causing what, or the doctor tells them that nothing is like, or the doctor tells them that they don't have a problem, but yet they have not gotten a child. Woman can come to you and now say you should release inside her. All these things is not for your benefit. It is also for their selfish gain. So be worried. Really think about it. If it's something you want to do, really think about it. So if she tells you to release inside her, she wants to get a child for her husband, and for herself, to make the relationship, to make their marriage happy. Sometimes you may even not know that you are the father in this case, because if you are sleeping with her and her husband is sleeping with her, in your mind you think that it's the husband that impregnated her. After all, she's married. You will not even think more about it, because she has a man that is sleeping with her every day. So even if she gives birth to that child, you will think that that is her child for her husband. You will not know that it is actually your sperm that got her pregnant. All right, you do know that it is your sperm that got her pregnant, that they have been trying and it's not working. So be worried. Unless you want to do a charity work, unless you want to help a family or families who are in need of a child, you can do this. But if you are also caring about to have your own child, that is when you should be worried, because nobody is getting any younger. Using sperm to share everywhere, and when it gets to your turn, you may be having issues. You may be having problems. You may be having problems of these things. That will not be your portion, but this is what you have to know. If you are about relationship, if you want to have your own woman and these things are happening to you, be worried. The last on my list is whenever a strange woman, a woman you barely know, maybe you are just getting to know her 1 week, 2 weeks, you guys have had encounter, and she tells you to release inside her in that act. She barely knows you. You barely know her. You don't even know where she's coming from. She tell you, I'm living in so place. I came to visit my auntie. Maybe it's a matured person. That person is on a mission to get a sperm donor. That woman will disappear into thin air whenever you have released inside her. She came from an unknown place to come and meet you. She came from an unknown place to come and meet you to get a sperm donor. That is it on this one.